Hello student. Today we are going to see the chapter number 11, work and energy. All living beings need food. They have to perform several basic activities to survive. We call such activities as life processes. The energy for these processes comes from the food. We need energy for other activities like playing, singing, reading, writing, thinking, jumping, cycling, and so on. Activities that are strenuous require more energy. Animals to get engaged in the activities. For example, they may jump and run. They have to fight, move away from the enemies, find the food or find a safe place to live. Also, we engage some animals to lift weights, carry loads, pull carts or plow the fields. All such activities require energy. Thus, all living things need energy to do the work. Think of machines. List the machines that you have come across. What do they need for their working? Why do some engines require fuel like petrol and diesel? Why do the living beings and machines need energy? Thus, in this lesson, we are going to see about work and energy. Although these work and energy both are interconvertible, and thus from this we can say that when a force acts on object and the object shows displacement, the force has done. Thus, work is done on the object. But in order to do the work, there are two conditions. And which are these two conditions? Here you can see that two conditions need to be satisfied for work to be done by the body. First one is two main conditions in order to show the work which is done by the object. Now, here are three cases. How is this work done? The work done may be positive, it may be negative, or it may be zero. Thus, in the first case, if displacement is in the direction of the force, then that work done is called as. Suppose I have taken one sack on my head and I am not displacing, I am standing at one place. So, here there is no work done because displacement it is perpendicular to the force, therefore work done is zero. Now we will see about actually what is work done. Some examples we can take, that is you climb up and step up the staircase and reach the second floor of the building just to see the landscape from there. You may even climb up a tall tree. If we apply the scientific definition, these activities involve a lot of work. Another case, if you stand still for a few minutes with heavy load on your head, you get tired. You have exerted yourself and have spent quite a bit of your energy. Are you doing work on the load? The way you understand the term work in the science, work is not done in such case. In this way, we can see many examples where there is no work done and where there is lot of work done. So in such case we will see what is the explanation about the work. If you will see about work is scalar quantity, it has only magnitude. We will see about energy. Now, what is actual energy? Here it is ability to do the work. The amount of energy possessed by a body is the amount of work it can be done when the energy is released. Like work, energy is also scalar quantity. Its unit is like work done because work done and energy both are interconvertible. They both are scalar quantity and their SI units and CGS units are same. SI unit of work done and energy are joule. 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joule. The main forms of energy are kinetic energy, potential energy, chemical energy, heat energy. These are different types of the energies. We will see about these different types of the energy, and main types of energy are kinetic energy and potential energy. Now, what is about kinetic energy, that we will see. Before going to these types of energy, we will see the scientific conception of the work. To understand the way we view the work and define work from the point of view of science. For example, push a pebble lying on the surface. The pebble moves through a distance. You exerted a force on the pebble and pebble got displaced. In this situation, work is done. Girl pulls a trolley and trolley moves through a distance. The girl has exerted a force on the trolley and it is displaced, therefore work is done. Lift a book through a height. To do this, you must apply a force. The book rises up. There is a force applied on the book and book has moved, hence work is done. Thus, these are the different conception, scientific conception of the work. Where there is work is done by us, we can say that work is done. So work done by a constant force, that is work done is equal to force into displacement. So we can write its formula as work done is equal to F into S. Now, these forms of energy we have seen mainly as a potential energy and kinetic energy. They include the mechanical energy. James Prescott Joule was an outstanding British physicist. He is best known for the research in electricity and thermodynamics. Amongst other things, he formulated a law for heating effect of electric current. And thus, from this we have seen different forms of energy. In that, main type is the kinetic energy. The energy possessed by a body on account of its motion is called as kinetic energy. Potential energy, it is the energy possessed. The law of conservation of energy. What is that law? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to another. Suppose I can give here one example, that is, we are storing the water in the dam. So, energy possessed by the stored water in the dam is potential energy. When it is flowing on the blades of the turbine, then it starts run. That is, when it is running, then it changes into kinetic energy. Due to turbine blade, they are rotating, then it converted into mechanical energy, and thus after when it falls on that turbine blade and it start moving, it converts into electrical energy. In this way, one form of energy is converted into another form It is not created or destroyed. So total energy of the universe always remains constant, and this law is called as law of conservation of energy. Now we will see about derivation of kinetic energy. Let consider an object of mass m which is moving with a uniform velocity of u. Let displace it by displacement s due to force applied on it, and that constant force applied on it is F. So according to the definition, we can write that is work done. W is equal to ma into v square minus u square upon 2a. 2a means 1 by 2, and here m we have kept here common and remaining v square minus u square in the bracket. Object starts from the rest, therefore value of u, that is initial velocity, is 0. By putting the value of u in this equation, we get v square minus 0. It means that W is equal to, thus work done is equal to change in kinetic energy, that is Ek or Ke is equal to 1/2 mv square. This is the derivation for kinetic energy, and we can use this formula and we can write the formula as it. Now about potential energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its position or shape is called as its potential energy. So what changes occurred when we apply the potential energy? Greater energy due to compression in the spring and due to greater height of the object is how potential energy is increased or decreased. When we coil the spring, then greater energy is stored in the spring because in the compression the spring acquires more energy with it. As well as when we raise any object at a height h, then by increasing the height, that is greater is the height, greater is the potential energy, and that energy is against the means Earth's gravitational force. Therefore, this is called as gravitational potential energy. When we uncoil the spring, then there are less compression, so it has less potential energy in the spring. And if we lift up the object at less height, then at less height potential energy too near to that object is very less. Now we will see about this gravitational potential energy. When an object is raised through a height, calculate the potential energy. Consider a body with a mass m. It is raised through a height h. Here this height is shown, and from the ground force is required to lift up or to raise the object, and that force, it is nothing but the weight of the object. Means when we want to lift up the body or raise the body, then the force which is required to raise the object, it is equal to the object. Work done in lifting of the object. We are lifting this object in two ways, in the two paths, in the first path and second path. This is the first path, and here it is second path. This one is the second path. So it is useful to note that work is done by the gravity depends on the difference in vertical heights of the initial and final positions of the object, and not on the path along which the object is moved. So work done in both cases 1 and 2 is same, as body is raised from the initial position means I think you have understood this. If there is different path, then if positions means initial position is different, but initial and final positions are same, mass is same, then their work done is also same. Now, here we will see about the energy, rate of doing work. The rate of doing work is the power. Power is defined as rate of doing work or the rate of transfer of energy. Therefore, we can write the formula for the power as work done upon time taken. Means so from this, the unit of power is watt in the honor of the scientist James Watt, having the symbol of W. As we have seen, power is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is watt. This watt unit is given in the honor of the scientist James Watt. You are also knowing that 1 watt is the power of an agent or any machine which depends on the work done, and it does the work at the rate of 1 joule per second. Means we are saying that it is said to be that 1 watt of the work is done when the rate of consumption of energy is 1 joule in 1 second. Have you understood the definition of it? Here we will see about the commercial units of the energy. Now, the unit joule is too small. You know that the unit joule is too small and hence is inconvenient to express large quantities of the energy. In order to measure that large quantities of energy, we use bigger unit of energy, and that is called as kilowatt hour.